All right, surprise, surprise. Decided to come on live here. And it's an exciting day. But let me know what state, what state, what country you're calling in from. Want to say thank you for coming on the live. I don't take, every time, someone listens, I don't take that for granted. I do appreciate you taking the time out to be on this live with me. J-Dub, I'm gonna bring you up in a second. I'm gonna bring you up in a second, J-Dub. Don't worry. I got some of my good friends I'm gonna bring on this live here tonight. But a couple of things I want to get to you guys before I do that. Exciting things going on right now. Let me see. Let me grab 1 second. Way to go. Give you guys some time to get on here. Get on this live. All right. Give you guys a moment here. I think we'll get started in a couple of minutes here. But let me know what city, what state. I see Augusta, Georgia in the house. Elite Wave. I don't know if that's a city or a state, but thank you for coming on. Thank you. I appreciate that. Great to be an inspiration. I've been inspired by a lot of people as well. South Carolina in the house. Romania. Okay. Romania. What time is it over there in Romania right now? We got Detroit in the house. Lagos, where I grew up. Lagos, Nigeria in the house. We got Brooklyn. All right. Where Brooklyn at? All right. We got Brooklyn in the house. Kentucky. All right. Kentucky in the house as well. All right. Good deal. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get kicked off here. And, it's been incredible. I mean, 2020 has been an amazing year. It's been the year of overflow. A lot of great things. I see Omaha in the house. Casanova, man, we got to get that podcast going. I know I've been real busy, been missing each other, but we're definitely going to get that done. Moxie, Washington. Okay. It's been an amazing year. A lot of great things happening all around the world. I know for a lot of people, it's been obviously some challenges with everything that's going on, around the world. But I just believe that we're strong enough to overcome any of those challenges out there. I believe that the human spirit has the ability to overcome. So I choose not to dwell on those things and choose not to, wallow in sorrow and in the doom of this world, because there's always been challenges. There will always be challenges. There's nothing we can do about that. But how do we handle those challenges is what's really going to make the difference here. But no, I don't speak Spanish, but Believe Nation, we do have it in Spanish as well. But guys, go ahead and you can actually go to BelieveNation.com. You have to be a part of Believe Nation, and you can actually get your copy of Conceive, Believe, and Achieve. This is an audio that I actually did back in 2011. Congratulations, you hit P600. Awesome. An audio I did back in 2011 with Jerry Clark. And over the years, it's expanded, it's grown. And I actually wrote a book, transcribed it into a book, added some new stuff in it as well. Conceive, Believe, and Achieve. You can get it on Amazon as well, barnesandnoble.com, amazon.com. But if you want to get your copy right away, you want to get it through Believe Nation. As a matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll see if I can get you a signed copy. If you purchase it through Believe Nation, we'll see if we can get it be a signed copy for you. And those of you that have heard the audio, the book is going to be off the chain. So go ahead and get your copy there. But guys, I want to talk to you about something. And I'm not gonna hold back on this live. Okay. I am a believer. I am a Christian. And I'm going to teach from that standpoint. OK, and I say that because I say that out of respect for people that have different faiths. I'm not teaching from the standpoint of my faith is what's right and yours is wrong. That's not what I'm doing. But I am teaching from what it is that I've learned, what it is that I know that is proven to be true, that is proven to work, not just in my life, but in the lives of many people around the world. What kind of orange is that? I like that. It's a new kind of orange, guys. But listen, you know, the purpose of this life that we live in is to enjoy it. You know, we were created to dominate. We were created to multiply. We were created to have dominion over this earth. That's why we were put here. All right. We weren't put here to live an average life. We were put here to live a life of abundance, a life of wealth, the life that we really want to live. That's why we were put here. We weren't put here for any other reason other than that. And I think for so long we have allowed society, we've allowed circumstances, we've allowed upbringing, we've allowed the environment, we've allowed the world, what the world has told us, we've allowed that to change what we were created to do. We were created to be happy. When I believe when God put Adam and Eve in that garden, that was the perfect world. And what happened was he allowed, or Eve and Adam allowed someone else's voice to penetrate the gift that they had. And it caused this ripple effect. But I believe that we can have paradise on earth. I believe that we can do that. And it really starts with us believing what God says, right? And not having to listen to what someone else has to say. And I think if you really understand that, it's really exciting. So when I come from the premise of, yeah, you're supposed to be wealthy, you're supposed to live an abundant life, right? And all that is relative. I mean, because you look at, you know, the success that we're having and the success that we've had over the last 10 years being entrepreneurs and, you know, earning millions of dollars. That's peanuts. When you go to Dubai, you know, you said, David, you got 2 Rolls Royces, but you go to Dubai, a guy has 12 Rolls Royces all in the same color, white. You know, he doesn't pay in cash. He doesn't pay in credit card. He pays in gold. So it's a whole different ball game when you talk about wealth. You know, you see people with $1 million watches. You know, it's a different world. $1 million cars. You know, I saw a Bentley the other day and I called my guy at the dealership. I was like, man, I want that car. He was like, yeah, Dave, it's 1.8 million. I said, oh, well, we'll just pray and believe and trust God for that. Right. So it's all relative. So you make $100,000 a year, $100,000 a month, $100,000 a week. It's relative. That's not really a whole lot of money. They're saying Jeff Bezos is going to be a trillionaire by 2026. Y'all know what $1 trillion is? 500 billion, 500 billion. You're still 500 billion away from 1 trillion, 500 billion. So 1 billion, just 1 billion, 900 million. You're still 100 million away from 1 billion, just to kind of give you an idea as to how much money that is. So don't tell me about, oh, you're materialistic. No, I'm not. Not at all. When someone is on pace to be a trillionaire in the next 6 years, don't tell me about being materialistic. Don't tell me about you're talking about money. This ain't money. This guy is going to be worth a trillion. So you know what I did? I told my financial advisor today, I said, listen, I need you to buy more Amazon stock. Okay, go ahead and get more Amazon stock. Because if you're going to be a trillionaire, all right, let me go ahead and ride that wave. Okay, let me go ahead and ride that wave. So don't take this listen, my assignment is to talk about faith. My assignment is to talk about finances. That's my assignment. My assignment is to teach you how to believe. I was talking with Jared. I'm going to bring him on here in a second. My good friends. And one of the major reasons why, one of the people that God has used to have me where it is that I am today. And we were talking and I said, you know, he was here. We worked out together and he saw my signs. He said $1 million a day. And he said, you know, what's so funny? He said, you actually believe it. You actually believe that you're going to be at $1 million a day. And I said, you know what? I don't know how it's going to happen, but I know how believing works. I know how believing works. Man, listen, when you know how believing works, there's a peace, there's a joy that comes on the inside. That's why I've got such a passion to teach this. That's why I've got such a joy and a purpose on my life to actually teach this, because I know what it can do when you have this knowing. When you know how to believe, it doesn't matter what it is you're believing for. You've got the mechanisms. You've got the strategies. You've got the techniques. That's why we created Believe Nation. That's why we have the daily success habits. That's why we created the audios and the videos. That's why I come on live. I come on live so I can teach and say, hey, listen, this is how you believe. You want this phone? Let me show you how to believe to get this phone. You want this pen? Let me show you how to believe to get this pen. You want this watch? Let me show you how to believe to get this watch. You want this type of family? Let me show you how to believe to get that type of family. You want this house? You want this car? You want this bank account? Whatever it is that you want, I can show you, not through my knowledge, through the scripture, what's already in there, what's already been printed out, what's already been written, what's already been said. I can show you how to actually get it. And because I've got a little bit of proof, you should believe. Because I got a little bit of proof that it works, that's why you should believe that it does work. And we're going to keep proving. I said it a long time. I said it maybe about 10 years ago. I said we have a responsibility to prove that believing works. That we've got a responsibility to prove that believing works. Okay? So I'm going to share this with you again, and I'm going to give it to you. Listen. Do it. Do it. Don't listen to me. Listen. Do it. It works. Okay, that's the company he's in too, Jared. He's in It Works. All right. And that's one of the reasons why that company is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, because the name of the company is It Works. I pay attention to names. I pay attention. I taught it yesterday. In the middle of the word name is am. And we know what the power of I am is, right? So this thing works. Look, it says it clear. I'm going to read it. I know it off the top of my head, but I'm going to read it for you. All right? I'm going to read it for you because I want you to get it verbatim what this says. This ain't me. I didn't say this. All right? And it works for whatever it is. Okay? Whatever it is you want. I didn't say this. Jesus said this. Okay? That's who said this. All right? I'm going to read this. Now, this is Mark. It's one of my favorite verses here. Mark 11:24. Okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to start from 22. All right? It says, and Jesus answereth, saying. All right? That's important. I didn't say this. So if you don't like me, you think this, you think that, fine, great. These are not my words. Okay? If you're saying, well, that's not it, that can't be it. It can't be that. You know, it don't take all that. Let me tell you something. There are people that are winning and they don't notice, and that's dangerous. Because in business, anything can happen. There were a lot of folk that was winning in my last company. A lot of folk was winning. A lot of folk was doing well, but they didn't know how to believe. Nope. Because they haven't been able to repeat it. They're still depending on somebody else. I don't depend on nobody. You understand what I'm saying? I depend on this word. That's what I depend on. I depend on the word. You with me? Are you with me? Y'all ready for this? All right. I'm going to get this to you. Y'all ready for this? Tell me if you're ready for this. Okay? Tell me if you're ready for, put a 777 in the chat. If you're ready for this, because look, there's going to be something fresh. There's going to be something fresh that's going to come on you when I read this right here. This is going to be new. You may say, well, David, I heard this before. No, you ain't never heard this before. I'm telling you, you need to do this. You need to do this. I'm telling you, this thing works. And Jesus answered, saying unto them, have faith in God. Ooh. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So he's saying, have faith in the Word. I'm just going to let that marinate there for a second. I'm just going to spin this chair around one time for you so you get that. He said, have faith in God. Have faith in the Word. How you get faith? Hearing it. That's how you get faith. So you can't have faith without hearing it. You can't have faith without hearing the Word. Look, when it come to money, when it come to finances, I got a lot of faith. I got a lot of faith. And I'm transitioning it now into healing. That's my next focus. So I got an alarm clock on my phone, affirmation. I got the gift of healing. All right? Because isn't that what's ailing a lot of people today? Is either health-wise or finances. All right? A lot of challenges in relationships is either finances or health. Okay? Y'all get this, okay? So this the answer. This the answer. He said, have faith in God. Have faith in the Word. For verily I say unto you, okay, that whosoever say to this mountain, be thou removed and be cast into the sea, and I shall doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he saith. See, I'm reading King James, so you may not really get that. All right. But I'm going to read it again. Jesus answered, saying unto them, have faith in God. For verily I say unto you, that whosoever, that's you are the whosoever, shall say unto this mountain. What's the mountain that's in your life? What's the challenge that's in your life? Okay? What's going on in your life? What seems insurmountable in your life? Be thou removed and be cast into the sea. That simply means move out of my way, go into the sea, drown, okay? And you don't doubt in your heart. You can doubt in your head, but you can't doubt in your heart. See, doubting in your head is a thought that just comes in. Doubting in your heart is when you repeat that doubt over and over and over and over, and now it gets into your heart. Now it gets into your heart. That's what he's saying. He's saying don't doubt it in your heart. You can have doubt in your head, but you can't have it in your heart. Okay? If you need regular English, I like reading it in King James. If you like regular English, right, or you need Spanish, it's Mark 11:22. That's where it starts. Okay? Go look it up. Okay? He says, don't doubt in your heart, but shall believe that those things which you are saying shall come to pass. Shall come to pass. It doesn't say it's going to come to pass right now. It says shall come to pass. See, a lot of you want it to happen right now. I got to go $1 million a day. I don't need for it to happen right now. I don't need for it to happen right now. I know it's happened. I know it's happening. Okay? You ready? But shall believe those things which he said shall come to pass. He shall have whatever he said. How many times do we have to tell you, open your mouth and say what you want? I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care what Boo Boo the Fool said to you. I don't care what your mama said to you. I don't care what your daddy said to you. I don't care what Trump said, what Trump didn't say. I don't care what your company said. I don't care what CNN said. I don't care what Fox News said. I don't care what you said. You need to care what you say. You need to care. Because look why you need to care. He said, he, that's you, she shall have whatsoever you say. you will have whatever you say. Now, here's the good one. Therefore, I say unto you, this is still him talking. This is still Jesus talking. He said, therefore, I say unto you, whatsoever things ye desire, whatever it is you desire, David, whatever it is, whatever it is, whatsoever things you desire, okay? Whatsoever things ye desire, okay? When ye pray, believe, okay, that you receive them and you shall have them. Let me break that down for you. Therefore I say unto you, this is Jesus talking, whatsoever things ye desire, whatever it is that you want, whatever goal that you have, whatever vision that you have, whatever purpose that you have, whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that's a must have. He said, when you pray, see, when you pray, you open your mouth. I'm so happy and grateful now. I'm so happy and grateful now. I'm so happy and grateful now. That's a prayer. I'm so happy and grateful now. I earn $1 million a day. I'm so happy and grateful now. Positively impact the lives of 1 billion people. I'm so happy and grateful now. Got 1,000 chairmen in my organization. I'm so happy and grateful now. Whatsoever things ye desire. Now catch this now. Catch this. He didn't say whatsoever thing you desire. He said whatever things. Thoughts are things. So it could be multiple things that you want. It don't have to be one thing. You want multiple houses, cars. Okay. Okay. You see this watch? You see this watch? I wanted it. It was a desire. So I know how it works. I know how believing works. So I put my believer to work. I said, okay, this is what I want. Lord, this is what I want. So he said, believe it. Okay, well, I only believe what I see. So I made it my screensaver. Made it my screensaver, just so happened to be in Las Vegas. I was walking through the mall. I saw the Richard Mille store. Went in there, right? They had another watch, right? But it really wasn't the watch I really wanted. I went back the next day. They said, check this out. The next day, the watch that I had on my phone showed up at the store. They didn't even know it was coming. I didn't even know it was coming. But because I wanted it, because it was a desire, and because I believed it, because I had been seeing it for over a year on my phone, it showed up. I was just talking with my boy on the phone. He called me on FaceTime. He was at the Bentley dealership. Ooh, he about to get himself a Bentley. 2 years ago, he didn't believe he can get a Bentley. But I said, hey, man, put it on your phone. Put it on your phone. Put it on your phone. You want it, put it on your phone. You understand what I'm saying? But, oh, well, I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen. If you knew how it was going to happen, you'd have did it already. The how's not your issue. You just need to know how to believe. You just need to know how to believe. Look at that. Therefore, I say unto you, whatsoever things you desire, when you pray, believe that you receive it. So, look, today, he didn't walk off with the Bentley, but I could tell he's already received it. I could tell he's already received it because his energy is a little different. He's a little grateful for it right now. Receiving is being grateful. Receiving is gratitude. You with me? Receiving is gratitude. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just got a text. My Lord, my God. Oh, my Jesus. I can't believe what I just saw. Yeesh. Ooh-wee. Give me a moment. I got to respond to this one. Woo. That's crazy. Whew. God is great, Alex. Alex Morton, God is great. Huh? I could tell he's grateful for it. Listen, I'm just trying to help you. Somebody, oh, he wilding on here. No, I ain't wilding. I'm trying to give you game right now. You watching it. I'll be 37 in July. We planning something big. And I'll be 40 soon. And then I'm gonna be 50 soon. And I'm just trying to put you on game. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to put you on game. Let me tell you let me show you who put me on game. See this guy right here? This is the guy that put me on game right here. This guy right here. If you really wanted to ask me, okay, Brady, who really taught you how to believe? It's really two people. Two people that really, really taught me, that I really, really studied. And one of them is Ivy Hilliard. He's a pastor right here in Houston, Texas. I haven't heard anybody teach faith the way he do. You can look him up. This man, when it comes to faith, Ivy Hilliard. His name is Ira, but they call him IV. IV. You know, you go to the doctor, you get IV? Yeah, IV Hilliard. Hilliard. Okay? He don't even really know who I am. But I had him pray with me one time. I said, listen, the same anointing that's on your life to teach believing, I want it on my life too. And he prayed, and it happened. All right? Whatsoever things you desire. All right? Whatsoever things you desire. I'm over here sweating. Okay? I'm over here sweating like I'm a pastor for real. All right? Whatsoever things you desire, when you pray, believe that you receive it, and you shall have it. So receiving, okay? Receiving, ladies and gentlemen, is gratitude. Receiving doesn't mean you have it yet. It doesn't mean that you have it yet. Okay? Receiving means I'm grateful for it because it says, and ye shall have it. So in the and period, that's when you celebrate. In the and period, that's where you're grateful. In the and period, that's where you're patient. In the and period, that's where you're working. That's where you're developing. In the and period. Okay? And then you shall have it. So the and, that may take a week. That may take, a month. It may take a year. The other person is Bob Proctor. Okay? That's the other person. Okay? All right? So everything you desire, when you pray, believe you should. But here's the tough part. Here's the tough part for a lot of folk. And a lot of folk don't like this part. It says, and when you stand praying, forgive. And when you stand praying, forgive. And when you stand praying, forgive. If you have aught against any, that your Father also who's in heaven may forgive you of your trespasses. But if you do not forgive, neither will your Father which is in heaven forgive you of your trespasses. So the only thing that can stop your believing from working is unforgiveness. Listen to me. The only thing that can stop your believing from working is unforgiveness. Okay. Unforgiveness is the only thing that can stop your believer from working. Release. Okay? Release. Listen, I'm not the one that said this. Don't get mad at me. I watch people all the time fail. Fail because they won't forgive. They want to hold on. They want to hold on to what they said. They want to hold on to what they did. You don't understand. This is what they said, and this is what they did, and yada 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 yada. Yeah, forgiving some folks is hard. Anybody say it was going to be easy? But forgiveness is letting go of the anger, letting go of the resentment. It don't mean you got to talk to them. See, I thought that when you forgave somebody, that meant you had to talk to them again. No, you don't have to talk to them again. That freed me up. That allowed me to forgive a lot of folk. Okay? That doesn't mean that I got to talk to them. It just means that I've got to let go of any anger, or I've got to let go of any resentment. So guess what? When I caught that revelation, I was like, oh, great. I don't even have to talk to them. I thought I had to talk to them. If I had to talk to them, I may not want to talk to them, right? But if I don't have any anger towards them, or I don't have any resentment towards them, then I'm forgiven. And I'm good. I'm clear. Now my Father can hear when I pray. I'm so happy and grateful now. He can hear me. But if you stuck, if you're not winning right now, I could trace it back. I could trace it back to unforgiveness. I could trace it back to strife. I could trace it back to somebody said something. Somebody did something. I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to help you out. That's all. I'm just trying to help you out. I'm trying to put you on game. I'm just trying to put you on game. That's all I'm trying to do. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just trying to put you on game. This not my regular way of teaching. I just felt inspired today to give it to you. I just felt like giving it to you today. The way it is. You get what I'm saying? Okay. I was trying to bring him on, but I don't know if he on. All right, let me see. We got some folk got questions. Okay. All right. There you go. Yeah, there you go. All right. Let's see if you got any questions, you can send a request, and I'll see if I can bring you on. But I'm telling you guys, this the whole deal. It don't even matter what it is. You got a goal, you got a dream, you got something you want to accomplish. All right, you got to write it down. You got to write it down. Write it down. You got to see it. Right? Because you got to get it in your heart. You got to believe. You got to believe. What's up, big time?
You got to believe. Hey, man, you just took off the jacket?
I'm just trying to put him on game, man. You know, I'm not a pastor. I'm not a preacher. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to put him on game, bro. That's all.
They on game now. You came out the jacket. I said, oh, he's teaching strong. Look, if we was in the Baptist church, I'd be like, teach, Doc, teach.
I was sweating. I said, man, let me get out this jacket, man. Huh? But God, I'm telling you this. And the thing is, even if you're not involved in something right now that can even pay out the type of money that you want, set the goal anyway.
Yeah.
And the opportunity is going to end up showing up.
Roadmap. It's
going to end up showing up.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah, a lot of folks don't know the story how we met. But I was in Starbucks.
Yeah.
This is 2007.
That's right.
Okay. I was in a travel network marketing company. Mm-hmm. YTB.
YTB Travel.
Your travel biz.
Traveling nowhere.
Right. I had no money to travel. I hadn't traveled in many years. Nobody was selling travel. Nobody was buying travel, but I was in the travel business. But anyway. And I prospected this lady, Demetria Smith. She's in politics now.
She is running hard too.
Yeah, she running the Congress or something like that, right?
She's in there. Yeah.
She's in there? Okay.
Oh yeah.
And prospected her. She set up a meeting at her office. Mm-hmm. Went in there, showed her the whole plan. I gave her the whole deal. You know, I gave her the whole spiel. I said, travel, you can get discounts. You can travel, book travel on your site, and all this stuff. You can get it come back to you and all that good stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. 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 Up to 70%.
Yeah,
of the travel commissions.
And she looked me in the face. She said, "No, not interested." Now, what's so funny was that a guy by the name of Silas King, he had given me this tape on asking for referrals.
Wow.
That was one of the ways that you built. That if you sat down with somebody and they said no, you asked them for a referral.
Right.
I never did that before, Jared. Never. I never did. Because I was like, if they told me no, I wanted to leave. I was embarrassed. But for some reason, this time, I said, all right, I know, Dimitri, you're not interested, but who do you know? She gave me 3 names. I don't remember the 2 other people's names, but one of them was your name.
Yeah.
And I called you up, say, hey, man, yada, yada, yada. I'm in the travel business. You like, man, not interested, man. I'm in another network marketing company. I got the best coach. I got the best
mentor
in the world. Yeah, I don't really care about all that. I'm trying to recruit somebody right now. Right. And I'll never forget, we met at that Starbucks, and we've been great friends ever since, man. And listen, man, I know I've told you thank you before, but Jesus, thank you. Thank you for Thank you for just being a friend, man. I mean, because you took me to Holton's house that day, and I walked in that house and it looked like Cheesecake Factory, and went in that garage and saw that Bentley. Like, man,
started it up.
I started that Bentley up. I was like, man.
I don't even know if you raised up the garage, but you did get in the car.
Yeah, I did get in the car. And everything changed, man. Everything. That was November 2007.
Wow.
And I started watching The Secret in 2008. And since then, man, believing has just been a huge part of what we've been able to, not a huge part, it's been everything. Yeah. What we've been able to accomplish, man. So, God has a way of orchestrating. When you got a desire for something, he's going to put the right people.
Always. Yeah.
He's going to put the right people in play to get there. Our problem a lot of times is we sell him short. We sell him short as to what he can do because we look at him through our lenses and we don't look at him through his lenses.
Right.
See, his lenses is, bro, whatever you want, I got it. But I need you to activate it through your words. I need you to activate it through your visualization. Yeah. And then I need your emotions to be in check. And that's something I've seen you have in check for a long time. Why is it that so many people have a hard time having their emotions in check?
Ego. Ego. That's
What's
all it is.
Ego, though?
I don't know. I just know ego is bad. Overinflated ego. I know that.
I think the opposite of ego, honestly, is love. I think the opposite of ego is love. Because when you're operating out of ego, you're thinking about yourself. You're not thinking about the other person. Right. You're not thinking about how, maybe how that person feels at that particular time. You're just looking at it from your standpoint.
Yeah. I tell people all the time that there is no medal that you will get for unforgiveness. There's no award because you holding on to something. Nobody's going, our unforgiveness champion this year is Jared Wilkins because you held on to the grudge for so long. And then here's the truth. Most of the times we even forget what the offense is or what the offense was, and we are just holding on and harboring onto the emotion. So for me, and it is tough. Somebody said it earlier. It's tough to forgive. Of course, if it wasn't, a lot more people would believe and a lot more people would be successful. But no, thank you, man. I think, I know you've been one of the greatest assets in my life. And that connection, it's funny, Demetria, we talked to her probably in that one season and she's like kind of disappeared. Right. She had a resurgency maybe 2 weeks ago, a month ago. I was doing a live and she popped on it.
Wow.
I was doing an Insomniac Circle and she popped on the live. I'm like, girl, you're still alive, But that's how God, he's the chief orchestrator. You said it, man. He will orchestrate things in divine order and connect people. And this always sounds like esoteric, hocus pocus, ha ha ha. And it really is. That's why now when I saw the sign, immediately I laughed. And I didn't laugh at you. I laughed with you because I was like, I guarantee when David put this sign up, he was like, like, it's funny, you know, like, y'all have no idea, like, this is the secret, but because y'all don't believe in it, you won't do it. And so, but here's the thing for me, this is how I know how to impact my belief. I am not the greatest student when it comes to believing. I'm a great modeler. So I just say, oh, that's what he's doing. Let me just model that. Let me get around that and model what he's doing, and I will get that same result. So when you wrote down, and you probably remember this, we were at OGU. It was at OGU in your calendar. And I think that month you may have made like $40,000 for the month or something like that. The month prior, it's like $30,000 or $40,000. And you were setting a goal for the upcoming month. We were in the back of OGU. You had your calendar out. And at the top of the calendar, you had $70,000. Now, $70,000 to us back then was like $700,000 is
Exactly.
now. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And so I leaned over because I'm modeling now. I'm modeling. My ego's in check. Oh, man, did I freeze up? I think you froze up.
Okay,
we're back.
I'm good.
Okay. So look, I'm looking at the calendar. You there? Oh, man. Are we frozen? Come on, come on.
Going
I
now.
anoint
I got all bars.
I'm on my watch. Okay, hold on. We're going to get this together.
Yeah, they got to get this. They got to get this.
Am I back? Oh, man, I'm not back.
I'm watching people pay attention to the trolls.
Okay.
Hey.
Yo.
J-Dub.
Oh, man, what happened to my thing? Yeah.